Good day, good afternoon, good evening. Hello, this is What Did You? As in, what did you say? What did you do? What did you think? Coming to you with another Outriders broadcast. Today we are back to the Trickster in our rotation of all the classes, getting through the campaign, and it has taken me more time than enough to get back to this point. Uh, just getting the characters together. Um, because for my uh, sort of, I guess, gameplay elements, or rather, story immersion, role playing, so to speak. I wanted to have all of my characters basically be the same individual in one sense or another. They're sort of timeline clones in a sense that have been sent out to sort of see who's going to help win this war. That and persevere through the storm, see humanity through it all, basically. So, um, in the process of getting the gear together, dealing with the what do you call it, the crafting system, um, it kind of took me a second to deal with the cost of everything, the economy, farming for materials. Uh, there's a plethora of choices to be had, and I'm still not fully clear because I haven't finished the game, and I haven't participated in expeditions. And bear in mind, even if you do all that, you still don't know what the future might hold for the game as far as DLCs or content. They say there's not going to be any at the moment, but you never know. Nonetheless, though, my point behind it is, though they give you a lot of choices and options in the game, I'm just not really clear just how viable certain options are really. Like for example, the one that I'm working on here with this trickster is sort of like the melee option. It's a melee, anomaly build
I knew all that stuff my dad
that I'm
used to
working
say.
on and had some ideas towards. And I just felt like it may be a little bit faster in progressing through things. Rather than just trying to shoot each and every little target. Maybe I can take out several, couple at the
Shit.
same time,
Did you
which
see the
seems to be the
volcano?
case doing my sort of
For a
my
minute there, I
practice
thought it was gonna
runs.
erupt. Never
Um,
know with this place. Could be erupting.
but
Could be some demon belching up its
yeah,
lunch.
it's been an interesting journey. What we're going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and show you real quick what the build is that I'm working with and what weapons we're going with at the moment. And things, of course, are subject to change. But um, one second here, getting a call. Okay, I need to go check something, so we're going to pull up some lore for a minute here, and while I go investigate to see what's the situation at hand here that's going on. But yeah, this here is an interesting explanation as to how Enoch was able to, uh, how you see so many structures built and so many things, already up and going within 30 years. The infrastructure is quite immense considering the time. One second.
You know those people that were disappearing? Seems like most of them are back now. Captain Dunham's dealing with them.
By the end of the week, they'll wish they had stayed missing and taken their chances in the mountains.
I can see them, prowling on that ridge.
Let them be. If they wanted a fight, they would have started one.
They might be waiting us out. What if there's more?
Will you calm down?
I can feel them watching us.
Shudder to think what we did in our past lives to deserve this.
I'm sure, if we knew, none of this would be surprising.
Someone's swiping cans from stock. Thought I wouldn't notice, huh?
Wow. Okay. Big apologies there. Just getting started on the broadcast and got to take an intermission here. I got to pull this up. As you can see, I'm out of breath from running around. Very inconvenient. Like I said, several days getting started and already interrupted. So this here is information on textile manufacturing to kind of facilitate the other that I pulled up. So I'll be right back.
Holy shit. Did you see the volcano? For a minute there, I thought it was gonna erupt.
Never know with this place. Could be erupting, could be some demon belching up its lunch.
Okay,
I can
I
see them,
think
prowling on that
we
ridge.
are
Let them
officially
be. If they
back,
wanted to
back.
fight, they would have started
Oh
one.
man,
They
I tell
might be
you,
waiting us out.
yes, again, I
What if there's more?
apologize,
Will you calm
apologize.
down?
I can feel
Um,
them watching us.
it's kind of unfortunate that I had to take care of all that just as we got started, but that's the way it goes sometimes. So, anywho, um, I want to cover the point of what I'm doing here with this Trickster build before I move on. First, we'll go ahead and tackle the gear. What we have on the headpiece here, because what I'm doing is a melee anomaly build that's being enhanced by the Time Rift and Temporal Blade. But I say enhanced because my mods in my build are really more focused towards melee and survivability. Um, I don't know how things may adjust or adopt as time goes on. I know there's some legendary pieces of gear which could probably benefit and enhance the mods, as well as I'm kind of limited to a degree on um, my clothing options because of the farming aspect and getting that together, and the fact that I have all of my characters wearing the same thing. So, to the point, what we have in this melee anomaly build for the Trickster
Holy shit.
is
Did you see the volcano?
boost your
For a
melee
minute there, I
skill
thought it
by
was gonna erupt.
100%, the
Never know with
Brawl
this
mod,
place.
level
Could be
2,
erupting.
and the
Could be
Martial
some demon
Arts
belching up
level
its
2
lunch.
mod for 50% skill cooldown. We also, too, on the. Oh, yeah, and by the way, it's focused on bonus firepower and close range damage, from that headpiece. I want to have a little bit of firepower, and I don't want to be completely out of the box with that in case I do have to lay down some kind of suppressive fire for a second or finish an enemy off. But um, perhaps a future build might have that with anomaly power as well. But either way, right now, the jacket here has anomaly power as its main attribute, and I have this slasher temporal mod for the temporal blade. Yeah, and the skill can be activated one more time before triggering a cooldown. And I want to make sure I had that in there because of the fact that um, there is, with that you're getting twice the benefit, twice the damage of the temporal blade, and the temporal blade is rather effective. Um, and then also too, I have perseverance fists in. When your health drops below 30%, increase your melee damage by 300%. And the enemies get to be laying in the damage pretty thick and heavy, so I can see that proccing without a doubt. The key will be to lay in the damage within that period of time. And I'm not really sure what the cooldown is on it. It doesn't say there's one, nor does it really let you know how long it lasts. But I have a feeling that while you're within that below 30% realm, you'll have that 300% melee damage. But as soon as you're outside of that 300% realm, it probably doesn't do anything for you. But again, it's kind of the best that I was able to get right now for this build here and for this uh, this piece of gear. And all my gear I'm leveling up from either an uncommon, common, well, probably more to the point, uncommon um, to rare to make everything epic, to have the look that I have for the weapons and the gear. So, uh, excuse me, I'm again kind of limited to what I'm able to come across, um, as well as anybody else would be, I'm sure, and what they're trying to do with their build. But um, the wait a minute. So to the pants here, what we have is, and by the way, some of this is coming from the Hell's Rangers content pack. The helmet, the pants, and the boots are. The gloves and the shirt, I have to farm for those. Um, but with the helmet, the pants, and the boots coming from the Hell's Rangers content pack, I can kind of draw on that unlimitedly as long as I have the resources to continue to level it up to see what mods it's going to generate for me. So as I get more resources, I may be able to refine this build even more. As time goes on, at least that's what my hope is. Um, Unless I find some other clothes that I like the look of. But for me, I'm kind of a fashionista. That's the reason why I'm kind of particular about what my character's wearing here. Um, Then we have like here on the pants, adrenaline. Whenever your health drops below 30%, all your skill cooldowns are reduced by 50%. And what's nice is that you're not, as soon as it hits, you know what I'm saying, below 30% of your health, you instantly get that 50%. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you gotta hope that you can run over to another target and hit it, or be by a target to hit it like that melee mod, where you get 300% after 30% of your health, you below 30% of your health. So this will be really key on maintaining survivability, in my opinion, with the skills I have with the
I
adrenaline
can see
mod.
them. Prowling on
The
that ridge.
perseverance
Let 'em be.
shield is
They
another
planned
one
a fight that would've scarred them
that's
on the
kind
way.
of
They
good to
might be
have,
waiting
I
this out.
think, for survivability.
What if there's more? Will you
Receive
calm down?
1,737
I can
points of
feel them
shield whenever your
watching
health
us.
drops below 30%, and that's to help me with the oh shit moment that could potentially come about. Um, and wouldn't want to die from that circumstance. So looking forward to that, saving the day if necessary. And again, here with the pants, we're dealing with anomaly
Shit.
power
Did you see
at
the volcano?
1636 with that.
For a minute there, I thought it was
Um,
gonna erupt.
the
Never know this
gloves, we
place.
went
Could be
ahead
erupting.
with
Could be some demon belching up its
a
lunch.
bonus firepower for the moment. Um, Again, it's a thing of trying to get the right combination of mods together, that aren't going to interfere with each other or overlap. And like I said, you get a kind of a random generation for the mods that come about. But right now, what we're doing is, because I'd probably prefer to have this as a temporal blade, I mean anomaly focused instead of bonus firepower. But again, I I think I don't have anything really spec for firepower in my skill tree right now, so to have some degree of punishment coming, or damage, coming from my weapon when I use it, I think is probably going to be helpful. But for the sake of what my focus is on a build, again, I feel like it'd probably be better if I had anomaly in everything, more than likely, except for maybe one piece for health. Be my guess. But like I said, I'm using the headband from the uh, Hell's Rangers content, which comes with firepower. So if I continue to do that, then I'll probably always
Shit.
at least have
Did
one
you
for
see the volcano?
firepower. And
For a
hopefully,
minute
if I
there, I
get
thought it was
the
gonna
right
erupt.
pair of
Never know with
gloves,
this
you know what I'm
place.
saying, I
Could
can
be
build
erupting.
something out
Could be some
for
demon belching up its lunch.
anomaly power on the gloves. But at the moment, this is kind of the best that I have to be able to have some mod variation, or pertaining to my actual abilities, besides these general mods that sort of cover a different gambit of situations. So, like for example, I'm able to put temporal slice in here. Temporal blade increases skills damage by 3,789. With the fact that I can use temporal blade twice, so that's double the amount for the temporal blade. So that's, oh, close to 8,000 on the extra damage total between both blade strikes of the temporal blade. So I felt like, like I said, I want to be able to take stuff out and keep moving. Um, and then I have Untamed Power. Using skills deals 5,114 damage to enemies within 5 meter radius around you. The damage is equal to 30% of your anomaly power. And that's another reason, too, why I wanted to try to have anomaly in most of everything. And pretty much with the way that my styling options at the moment, I need a pair of good gloves that have anomaly power. But like I said, at the moment, the bonus firepower won't go away. I at least have status power on this, which is good at 20%. Um, but my skill tree, as I'll show you, is very heavily focused on the anomaly power and the way that it stacks when you do various different things in combination with each other. So I think this is going to be really potent, because everything's going to be up close and personal. And so Untamed Power is going to be real strong too. And so the um, last piece here is the boots, which gives us health. Again, if I decide to change these boots or whatever, I like the style of them personally. So, and they work well with the pants. But it does give you health. And I'll be honest with you, when you've got these primary attributes for health, a lot of people are just looking at that number of 165. But I swear to you, every health piece that I've ever put on gives you way more armor than any other typical piece gives you. Okay, so it's not just the health number you need to be paying attention to. But nonetheless, though, I got cooldown reduction on this too, which is real helpful. I want to have skill cooldown pretty much on as much as I everything I can on my armor, my gear. So, but with this here, we've got Phantom Dash, which comes baked in with these
I can
Hell's
see them.
Rangers boots. That's the
Prowling on
other
that
reason
ridge.
too why I've
Let
been
them
using
be.
them.
If they're
Because
willing
up
to
until
fight to where
recently,
it's
I
started,
didn't have the
they might
Phantom
be ready to
Dash.
help us out.
Now that I do have the Phantom
One for the
Dash, I
law.
could probably
Will you
start
calm
farming for a
down?
different style
I
of
can
boot that I
feel
might
them
like that
watching
might
us.
work with everything. But the color patterns, the styling, it's kind of hard to deny. I think I may have seen a pair that might be nice, but we'll see. Um, and the other thing I put in here was purity. I received a legendary helmet. Oh man, I kind of forgot the name of it, unfortunately. Um, it's. Oh man, it. I should have taken note of the name of the helmet. I apologize, I really do. But the purity mod drops on a legendary helmet that I got from the Molten Akari. Um, Farming that for titanium resources here in Eagle Peaks. Um, Bottom line is the mod reduces negative status by 75%. Um, if I understand the mod correctly, it's damage mitigation from status effects. So, you get hit with a stun lock, you get hit with bleed, you get hit with any kind of status effect, it's reduced by 70%, 75%, which I think ties into your damage mitigation. So I think married with whatever I may have in my skill tree, if any, I can't really recall because I did so many different reiterations, but I might have something in there still. But nonetheless, though, this is going to be helpful for all those points because you could get hit with a status effect, and that alone could wind up killing you before it wears off. You can break out of status effects like fire, for example, by rolling, bleed, cold, various different things by doing a melee punch. The only thing you need to roll for is the fire. All the other status effects you just need to do a melee punch to break out of them. But the thing is that what I've noticed is there's a minimal time in which it's still going to affect you, regardless of how many times you might decide to want to melee or how quickly you decide to want to melee. A lot of times you might not notice the point or can't get to the melee or whatever your situation is, and it seems like that it's breaking it instantly, but it's not. Trust me, I've been hit with certain status effects and instantly went for the melee because
Holy
I knew that's what
shit.
I needed to
Did
do,
you see the volcano?
and it still decided to
For a
take a
minute there, I
particular
thought it was
course of
gonna erupt.
time.
Never know with this
And
place.
then, like the
Could
next
be
time I
erupting. Could
meleeed,
be
it,
some
it,
demon
it went
belching up its
away
lunch.
after another second or two. But still, that heavy tick of damage and that impact on your character was there. So hopefully, like something like this is like as soon as it hits, pretty much, and I hit my melee punch, it's over, or it's over before I even get to it, depending on how bad it is. So that's what I'm doing right now on the build, and as far as the gear and on the weapons, real quick. Um, because we deal with shield, I've got shield maiden on all the on two of the main weapons we're dealing with because we want to make sure that enemies don't become immune to what I'm doing because I'm kind of a one trick pony for the most part here. Well, two trick pony, I guess, because I'm doing the melee punch and the temporal blade. That's pretty much the predominant aspect of what I'm doing, and so I don't want elites and bosses to be dealing up resistance to that point. So I've got resistance breaker on all my weapons in case I'm laying down firepower, I'm switching weapons, and just to save in the cumbersomeness between going from one weapon to another, that just is just my focus. At least this is how I'm going with it at the moment. I might change it, but we got resistance breaker on the assault rifle, and for various different up close and personal circumstances, we have the shotgun with shield maiden and resistance breaker. And again, part of the reason why I'm doing with these weapons is that I have them for all three characters, all four classes, excuse me, have the same weapon and same look of the weapon, same type of weapon, and same gear as well as far as the look of the gear. Different mods, of course. But again, shield maiden, resistance breaker. And what I'm doing is I'm utilizing the pistol kind of as a utility, so that because one thing I notice is that you will get killed, or at least I've gotten killed, trying to reload, or your uptime for laying down damage is negated or reduced highly, because now you're dealing with a, over 2 second, 3 second reload time, a second and a half reload time. You're dealing with reload times that are, you know can literally get you killed. I mean, heck, even on this pistol it's 1.6 seconds, but it goes quickly. But still, though, I put clip roller on here that if you're 50% or less and you do a dodge, it reloads all of your weapons, not just the one you're equipped, but every single weapon you have. So I can burn down with the assault rifle, switch to the shotgun for a couple of shots or whatever, burn through those, whatever. Then pick up the pistol real quick, shoot 3 times, reload all 3 weapons. You know what I'm saying? So, um, that to me is invaluable. Or if I'm at the assault rifle and I feel like that's going to be my focus, I could pop over to the hand pistol for a second, 3 shots, reload both weapons. Same thing with the shotgun. I'm in the shotgun. Instead of switching back to the assault rifle or whatever, I run out. I'm like, oh shit, I still want to stick with the shotgun. Pick up the pistol, 3 shots, reload it for all weapons. So I'm using it with that utility in mind, still maintaining the shield maiden to try to keep up our shield, and as best as possible, because that's going to marry well with the class's abilities here of the Trickster.
I can see
So
them.
with the powers we're
Crawling over
going
that
with is
ridge.
Temporal
Let 'em
Blade,
be. If they
and
wanted
at
to
the
fight, they
moment
would
what
have
is
started.
showing on the damage
They
numbers
might be
without
waiting this out.
activating any abilities or whatever is
What if there's more?
You calm down.
18,449 on the
I
damage.
can feel them watching
We're
us.
going with the Hunt the Prey, of course, so that we can teleport around and get behind them, keep up our shield bonus, as well as maintain our mobility on the field. That's going to be key. And then I have Shockwave, which suspends the enemies in the air. It inflicts weakness on them, so they're dealing out less damage. But it's, to me, they seem to take a good amount of extra damage along with this Shockwave ability. Um, the
Holy shit.
and I'm
Did
not
you see the
sure exactly
volcano?
why,
For a
but
minute there, I thought it was gonna erupt.
they
Never know with
do.
this place.
That's all
Could
I
be
can
erupting.
say.
Could be some demon
Um,
belching up its
and it
lunch.
may be because they're in some kind of a status effect because of this weakness, because of the time rift. But what I'm doing on the skill tree here is that I'm specking primarily into this lower tree for the anomaly power, but I put a little bit up here in the middle because of the cooldown for the time rift ability. Because what I wanted to try to do is keep our cooldowns within a relative time span, because everything's going to be marrying off each other and and consecutively running into each other. So I'm hoping that um, the way I've sort of been theorizing, and I've practiced this a little bit too, um, as far as my rotation of things, is that essentially I'll teleport with Hunt to Prey. I'll come in with a time rift, and that it lays out this palm strike for that. Then I'll come in with a melee strike. Then I'll come in with the temporal blade slice, right? Um, and then I'll do a dodge. I'll do with that, when you kind of phase in and out with the phantom dash, and
I can
that'll
see
help
them.
avoid
Crawling
firepower,
over
as
that
well as you
ridge.
can
Let 'em
dash through
be.
enemies with
If they
that.
wanted to
Then
fight,
I'll
they would
come
have
in with a
started.
melee
They
strike,
might be waiting this
another
out.
dodge, melee
What if
strike,
there's
and then
more?
Will
I
you calm
repeat that
down?
process of
I can feel them watching us.
Hunt the Prey teleporting. Um, Go to the palm strike, or the time rift. Then go to uh, the a melee punch, and then straight into the double slice that I have, because I'm able to deliver it twice, of the temporal blade. And then we go straight to strike, dodge, strike, and then again, like I said, repeat. So with this skill class, the reason why I'm doing it that way is because, like, the first thing you want to do is teleport behind them. There is, I'm trying to think. I thought there might have been something. Okay, no, yeah. This here, like I said, will um, allow us to, when we teleport behind something, it's going to increase our anomaly power by 50% for 10 seconds. So that's why we teleport behind them. Then we go straight into the deception skill of the teleport, of the time rift. Okay, and then activating that gives us another 50%. within, we're still within that 10-second time limit here. So, maybe, 10 seconds here. Now we're probably at about 8 seconds, let's just guess, what I'm saying, left in total for our 100% anomaly power boost that we have at the moment. And then we come in with the melee strike, given weakness, and then adding another 30% to our anomaly power for 5 seconds. So essentially, if we go from here, starting out at uh, here, starting out with 10 seconds, and then we go to here, and then by the time we get to our melee, we're really at our 5 second, probably 9 out of 10 of our total 130% extra damage that we're going to inflict. And that's when we hit them with our temporal blade, okay? And then as soon as we hit them with the temporal blade twice, we might have about 5 more seconds left. I mean, excuse me, not 5 more seconds. We might have another second or two left on our total 130%. And if there's something close to us and we go in for a strike or dodge within that period, the dodge strike that I'm talking about, because there might not be something there to hit, because once we hit the temporal blade, 9 out of 10, whatever's around us is going to be taken out. If there's an enemy right there and we know it's still going to be alive, sure, we could come in with the strike. And if so, then we're looking at 180% extra damage to whatever it is that we're attacking. And so that's the reason why I went ahead and spec'd highly into all the anomaly aspect of things, and wanted to make sure that, like I said, we got this activation of the melee skill. And because the anomaly power seems to stack on itself, that's the reason why I went this route to get to here, as well as to make sure that we had our cooldowns to bring our time into play there. Again, resistance piercing I felt was strong anomaly power. So, depending on how things might go, I could potentially respect some of this, to make sure that I have whatever else that I might need. I might need a little bit more health. Maybe I might want to put something in the shield degradation. I don't know. I might want to put something in this assault rifle damage. I don't know. We'll see. I have a feeling that if I do any changes, it might go towards, you know, what is this here? Shield, no, excuse me. Damage mitigation, perhaps. I'm not sure. We'll see. I know I'm going to get 2 more skill points, so I might want to reduce the cooldown some more on the teleporting as far as the hunt the prey. I could potentially do that. Could be able to potentially bring down the cooldown on the deception skill as well. But you know, at the moment, like I said, I've got things kind of relatively within an equivalent time span for a nice rotation. So we'll see. But if I need some more time, if I feel like I'm not teleporting fast enough, or I need it a little bit more readily available to me,
I can see
um,
them.
I could
Traveling on
take
that
these
ridge.
2 points
Let him
here
be.
in
I wanted
resistance
to fight you when it
piercing
started.
and this anomaly
They might be
here,
waiting us out.
and
What if there's more?
Will you calm
bring it up,
down?
I can
bring it
feel
up
them
here.
watching
If I
us.
feel like I need a little bit more health, I could always take out a little bit more in the anomaly power here. And, well, no, not really. Yeah, it's probably, yeah. Nonetheless, though, like I said, I'm thinking that if I wanted more time, cooldown time, I could go up here to those. If I need more damage mitigation, I could put it down here too for these. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's always work in progress, and there's a whole lot more to the material to know what we might need to be adjusted. As far as what mods we may get in regard to certain other gear pieces, as well as our strategy and tactic of dealing with the enemies and what they decide to throw at us. And again, I'm not clear as how viable all this is going to be. Dealing with certain enemies, like because a lot of times they're in situations where we can't do something like melee. And that's the reason why, like having the bonus firepower and the gear pieces might be a good thing for me, as well as potentially even specking into something like this where, I get 3.5% for all the unlocked concentration nodes, which is going to put me somewhere in the neighborhood of like 50 some odd percent extra damage for my assault weapons. Okay. In which case, I might decide to switch out that shotgun for a submachine gun, or an assault rifle. Probably be the assault rifle 9 out of 10, because it has a little bit more versatility in case I run out of ammo with my double gun. Or I might decide to go with two double guns, and put in, something to help try to conserve ammo. I don't know. We'll see how things go. Again, at the moment, I'm trying to stick with all four characters having the same weapons and same gear, and that way, when I'm switching between them or I'm going between them, it's less of a not learning curve, but adjustment curve for each character, because the weapons do react differently, how you might want to shoot with them, etc., etc. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But eh, even if I do stick with the weapons I have, I don't think it's going to hurt much. Whereas, okay, I just have, I mainly use a double gun. The other two things are just kind of backup. Like I might just pull out the shotgun for a second here and there. I might pull out the pistol, for a second, but it's not they aren't mainstays. But again, I might decide to I might feel like it's ultimately better to specialize in certain weapons for each character. I was doing that at first, but again, it's a work in progress, so we'll see. And but again, if I decide to go on for a cooldown, I might not have to, and depending on how much I'm using my weapon, this here, as soon as I use my movement skill, is going to give me 35% on my weapon too. So, again, I get 2 more points. I might just put them here and here on the last two, for my assault weapon, or I might put them here and, I might put them in damage mitigation. They say, for example, for, um, like, let's see, the 20% armor is probably going to be helpful. But the thing is I like this one here. When your damage skill ends, increase your damage mitigation by 10%.
Did you see the
So I
volcano?
might do something like
For a
that,
minute there, I thought it was
where
gonna
it's
erupt.
kind of
Do you know
tied
what
to
this
my
was? Could be
abilities,
erupting.
or I
Could be
might
some
do
demon
something like
belching
this,
up
which
its
gives me
lunch.
flat out 20% all the time. Um, and I think this shield degradation is probably a good one too, but it's that's only good for, if I'm not mistaken, for shield degradation relates to the rate and time, how fast it's going to deplete without an enemy attacking you. And the thing is like 9 out of 10, I'm going to be in constant attack. There's not a lot of sneaking around, you know what I mean, where you're not worried about how fast your shield is depleting. As far as I understand, I could be a little wrong. This shield, the rate and the degradation could tie into the shield's strength as well. I'm not really fully sure about that. I mean, like, you have other things here which can give you more shields gain. Like you get these little bars which give you these upticks on how much shield you have for how long. Um, but you know, it's and the shield gain element does help you as far as how much more shields you might have in regard to how much damage that shield takes before it depletes. But this here, in my opinion, if I'm understanding it correctly, it's the speed at which it depletes as you're doing something. So again, I'm not. I don't know how necessary that really is. The resistance here might be better to go with than this. Matter of fact, after talking that out, I think I might just put that up on the resistance. And yeah, I think I might just put that up on the resistance. And I'm tempted to, after talking things out, to add this to my assault weapons. Yeah, let me do that real quick, cause yeah, let me do that real quick. Let me do that real quick. Um, oh, I can't put that up there. Never mind. Okay, so we're gonna do this here, um, here, here, there,
I can see them.
here.
Prowling on that ridge.
See,
Let them be. If they wanted a fight, they would have
I
started
think we
one.
want to go
They
this
might
way.
be waiting us out.
Um,
What if there's more?
Will you calm down?
I can feel them watching us.
yeah, I think this is what we want to do. Right. Right.
Holy shit. Did you see the
And
volcano?
let's see, what do we
For a
do?
minute
What
there,
do
I
we
thought
do?
it was gonna erupt.
Never know with this
I feel like
place.
I'm missing
Could be
something.
erupting.
Oh,
Could be
yes,
some
the
demon
melee.
belching up its lunch.
Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah. So that's what we want to do here for this. Take a little screenshot. All right. So there we have it on my explanation for things. Sorry about the long-windedness of it, but I feel like I needed to want to explain that point before we get going with things. So we're able to actually progress finally for more of the game. I'm hoping that we can get through certain content to get to another point where we can actually farm for some titanium from another source before I have to turn over or level up again. But we only have one more level to go at level 30, and we're done with that. So regardless of what happens, we'll only have to deal with the world tier leveling at least for another 5 more levels. And then after we finish the story, then we'll be able to deal with the expeditions. So let's see what we can do here. We are going, I believe, to the next town, which is. See, we always double check to make sure we finished everything. Yeah. So we're going to go to Dead Rock, narrow pass that connects Rift Town and Trench Town, an ideal location for lumberjacks to cut down trees and outlaws to cut down men. Yeah, okay. All right. So let's go. See what happens. We'll be playing out the cinematics through this run through because it's the first time we're encountering everything. The subsequent runs that we'll make, and like I said, as far as the rotation, the Pyromancer, Technomancer, Devastator will come after the Trickster. So, yeah, as far as how the rotation is progressing. All right. Well, let's enjoy.
The forest. He wants to drag me back into the forest.
No, you're just gonna make it worse.
No, I got it.
So, we've got problems. Insurgents have taken the quarry, and the only road headed east has been mined. There's no way through unless we talk to Corrigan. He's the Grand Marshal up in Trenchtown, and he is not known for being generous to strangers. Fortunately, I told that charming young lady out there that we were headed east, and now...
Don't tell people where we're going.
Right, I wouldn't normally, but it turns out she's Corrigan's associate. She'll give us an intro if we help her drive up a package.
What kind of package?
Try anything, girlie, and your short, pathetic life is over. It ain't over till it's over, sweetheart.
You.
Who are you?
Shauna?
I go to the end of the fucking world, and you're still in my fucking face? Go drown in your bottle, asshole.
Why am I not surprised to see you in chains again?
That girl. Is she a friend of yours?
Someone from a long time ago.
Any reason she hates your guts so much?
Many. Hey, look around. What is this place anyway?
Dead Rock Pass. Marshal Cullen's turf. The only stop between Rifttown and Trenchtown. All the lumber to build the trenches on the front line comes from here. Used to be trees as far as you can see. Now it's mostly just mud.
Bad sign, not knowing where I'd rather be. There's some notes here.
Got a lot of nerve walking around with that damn Outrider gear.
Shh. It's an altered, idiot.
Anybody out there? Hello? Please! I need some goddamn help here! Hey! Is anyone there? I'm trapped down at the lumberyard. There's uglies everywhere. Hello? You people just gonna let me die out here?
Hey, I hear you. I'm coming.
Oh, thank God. Thank you. I was a damn fool for taking this job to begin with. Should have stayed in the trenches. Ain't no goddamn monsters in the trenches.
Well, elevator's stuck again. Maybe you should see it as an omen.
Elevators just like you. Slow, stubborn.
Ain't nobody stupid enough.
Can't afford another day with no lumber. Marshal Cullen better do something quick, or somebody's gonna do something about him. Didn't you hear? There ain't no new lumber coming. They lost contact with the yards. No lumber. That means no barrel.
Shit.
That's
Doesn't anybody realize we're days away from losing the pass?
looks like some old reports.
Can't a man take a shit in peace? Get out of here, you ugly fucks!
Of course. He's trapped in the shithouse. I better deal with the uglies. That's the last of them. Hey, buddy, looks like it's safe to come. Come on, get out of there.
You out of your mind? I ain't leaving this here shithouse until the sun's all the way up.
I'm not waiting around here for the sun to come out.
Then please, just turn on the camp generator. It'll light up the area.
Fine. I'll get the damn generator. Whoa, that's really loud. Thing's gonna wake up all the damn... Yeah, here they come. Okay, pull your pants up already. No one's gonna die but some monsters. better be the last of them. See if that idiot comes out of his hole now. It's all clear. You can come on out.
And get chewed up by the next monster that finds me? Hell no! I'm staying right here!
Seriously? Suit yourself. I'm leaving.
You know, I think I may have had this on mute the whole time. This PS5 controller thing is not friendly to me. But yeah, we just went ahead and did that first mission there because it kind of presented a sense of urgency by the way that broadcast came up on the radio. So I guess we'll go back and see what else we have to do. But yeah, I thought there might be more to that situation there. Just a little reward at the end. There was there was nothing to mine there, or harvest rather.
I don't care if Colin gets the wood back. He's unhinged. I'll make my own luck outside the walls with the monsters. Elevator's jammed again. He's losing his grip.
Not sure exactly which way I would go.
Come on. Hey, wait a minute. It was fine last I checked. Might be inch way of some famous place you know.
Notes. Interesting.
Oh my, they found somebody that couldn't whistle.
That sign, not knowing where I'd rather be.
You wanna push your luck, soldier?
Okay. I guess this is where we gotta go then.
Somebody better come get me one of my ships.
Yeah, fucking go for it, man. Do it. Yeah.
And what are they going for? Okay, that's the point of interest. This is where we went through.
I always pick the wrong damn day to try to stop snorting this shit. Goddamn self-fulfilling prophecy is what it is.
Yeah, was he doing that nose spotter? That's funny.
fucking God! About time they sent an altered. How do they expect us to hold this godforsaken...
Not here for you.
Oh, shit, man. We could really use your help. We've lost contact with our logging camp in the valley. My workers could have all been chewed into bloody gristle by goddamn face eaters for all I know.
The hell are you snorting? That can't be approved of around here.
Approved? You kidding? They'll send us to the wreckage zone if we don't take this. It's the only thing that helps us forget we're starving. They say it causes cancer after a dozen years, but nobody fucking lives long enough to care.
Tell me about the logging camps. You sent anyone to check on them?
Of course I sent people. I need that wood to fortify our trenches. Any delays cost goddamn lives! But my scouts never came back. Look, I know you're busy. You're a fucking altered. But could you find out what happened to them? I'll give you a cut of the action.
I'll help you this once, but don't get used to it.
Ah! Altered. Ah, scared the shit out of me. Forgot all about you.
Well, they got him fiending. That's a trip.
Cullen, where exactly is this logging camp?
Take the elevator down to the main operation.
Check your weapons before you head out.
Why bother? My gear's as light as it is to shoot.
Should have taken proper care of it like I told you.
Hey, Altered, you hear me? You gotta find out what the hell's going on out there. We need to get back to work.
Yeah, I hear ya.
I'm a businessman, you get me? I've made certain guarantees. Guarantees I cannot fail to meet. I need to get back in business. You following me?
Barely.
Radio Corrigan. Tell the Grand Marshal we've secured the camp. He'll have his first shipment tomorrow.
Corrigan?
This Cullen guy just lost his business and doesn't even know it yet.
Corrigan will do a better job ruling the lumber trade anyway, and we get more cash.
Why the hell is Corrigan taking over a logging camp?
That is so awkward when the character does that. Instead of just harvesting, they just keep pacing back and forth until you get the right angle. Seems to be about that. Wow, he doesn't even see me yet. I guess we just walk up and just fuck him up. way.